back for my next voyage back out into the outer wilds. Just get back into it. Okay. Let's get in there. Okay. That's fun. This is like the Always Sunny in Philadelphia connection board. Just putting things together. Let's see here. So that's where I am. Sorry if you guys hear any loud pops in the background. It is close to the 4th, so people are going to be firing fireworks off. Okay. There we go. Hey, Esker. Oh, hey, it's you. Ground Control didn't tell me you were launching. Long time no see. Actually, I guess it's been a long time since I've seen anyone. Don't the other travelers come by? Was that your whistling? Seems only up here. Well, seems lonely up here. A little. I'm in touch with ground control, Hornfells and Gauzen mostly, and they radio up to chat now and then. When ground control forgets I'm up here, and they usually do, I launch my little scout at the village. Let's see, they forget about you? Oh, yeah, they forget about you. I don't blame them. For one, I don't check in as often as the other travelers since I'm always in one place. And it's not so bad up here, really. At least it's peaceful and quiet. You don't always get that in our solar system. Let alone in our village. Don't go? Oh, I mean, anything else you wanted to ask? Oh, he is super lonely. Is that you whistling? Probably, or actually, definitely. The other travelers carry instruments, so they don't bother whistling. You can pick up their music with a signal scope, you know. Best spot for that is the North Pole. Great reception. The North Pole is marked in red on your minimap, but the Aller Rock is a pretty small moon, really. Just go north, you can't miss it. Oh, look at his little shack here. She's pretty cozy. Okay. So he says go north, which is right there. Hello there. What's this? Research notes. Property of chart. This is an old crater. The neat thing here is that the composition of the samples I took from the impact site match the composition of the ice on the outskirts of Dark Bramble. I'd posit the Adder Rock has hit with piece of the planet that used to be where Dark Bramble now lies. Follow up on, maybe there are more fragments of the old planet Dark Bramble destroyed on other astral bodies in the solar system. Interesting. Ooh. Hey, Strawberry, thanks for jumping in. I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I love the songs too. They're some of my favorites. Okay, let's see. So South Pole's there. signal nearby. Yeah, we know who that signal is. Yep. Just talk to him. Oh, okay, so I know which one that is too. Let's see here. Okay. What is in here? There's a little satellite. You won't tell me. This station isn't active yet. Or at least that teleport spot. What is this? Broken bridge. Way to come back up if I miss these jumps. There we go. It's a door. There we go. Mining site 2B. Okay. That's a geyser. set to this. See what this tells us. I'm still amazed by how much ore the Ash Twin project requires. Isn't this the ore for the remaining towers being built on Ash Twin? The completed towers I've seen are quite large. No, the materials for those towers is all being taken from Ash Twin. The ore we're mining here will be used to craft an immensely thick protective shell that will physically seal off the amber or chamber inside Ash Twin's core. Relieved by our clan's decision to use timber hearth ore only for construction, the shell, if eventually life on this planet were to evolve to the point of advanced metallurgy, I am confident we won't have destroyed their ability to create. If they're sealing off all entrances, I hope they've planned a core dingly. Okay. I thought you had forbidden your apprentice from making puns. Colossus. How else would he improve? This way? Oh no, this is where I came from, so. Okay. Just continue. Just a table with nothing on it. Put that here. My gratitude for the latest shipment. This one should be the last we'll need for the Ash Twin project. Once we finish the shell that seals off the central chamber, we'll check to ensure there are no longer any physical entrances. Rami and I will be checking the interior and then the exterior for cracks. Our final safety check. This is exciting news. I can offer an extra set of eyes for this final check, specifically mine. If my work here is complete, I'd be delighted to help. We'd be grateful if you would. The more eyes, the better, as the smallest flaw or opening in the shell that protects the Ash Twin project could lead to disaster. Okay. Time to have a hallucination again. Oh, back in here again. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Hello there. So they're mining here to get materials for their projects. did look like something right there. Whoa, now, okay. That was nice. Oh, you got super close to the sun. That's what was going on. It was the gravity of the sun pulling you away. Okay. Gotta be quick on here, or else I could end up doing that. Getting sucked into the sun. Okay, so this is a comet. Yeah. There's something here. What is this? Okay, this is troublesome. It seems the comet wishes to submerge our shuttle in ice. If we stay on the surface too long, the shuttle may freeze entirely. Even if it did, couldn't someone call it back home to the gravity cannon on Ember Twin? Yes, but the exploration of the comet would be more difficult if we were without the shuttle. Until someone recalled it, perhaps we shouldn't have landed on the dark side of the comet. Suppose one of us remained in the shuttle to keep it warm and continue monitoring the surface. This would be wise, I think. Clary, if you don't mind waiting here with it, Poke and I can continue to investigate the surface. Okay. So that's their shuttle. Frozen. Ice is slick. I'm skating. We're not on the return towards it, are we? No, we're still going out. Okay. Seeing anything? Let's see here. Probably gonna get pulled back in. Because we're at the peak of the outer orbit, which is circling around the white hole here. Which, if any of you didn't know, a white hole is the theoretical other side of a black hole. of which that black hole sits inside Brittle Hollow over here, and is slowly sucking the planet in and spitting up the parts on the other side. So the comet's going to start its return trip back towards the sun, and I am going to hang out on here while it does. Specifically, to see if these melt as I slide around on the ice. There we go. Okay. Well, let's do. Whoever's playing the drum, I have not met yet. Okay, got to pass by the sun again. It doesn't look like it. Well, we'll leave that one. Yes, this music is super nice for sure. Yeah, it absolutely is. Results. Just having the playlist, I listen to it on Spotify all the time. Check that out. Also, welcome in results. I appreciate you stopping by, friend. Too fast. Okay. Oh, here we go. Is anyone unharmed? No one was badly injured from the escape pod's impact. We're incredibly fortunate. This is good news. At least we have we heard from Escape Pod 2 or Escape Pod 3. I think I found Escape Pod 2 last time I played. Yes. See, I heard something about drums. Or you look for other instruments. So the way they have their pilots and explorers communicate is with instruments, because they can use that to signal across the galaxy. Using that's their in-game logic anyway. No, I'm unable to make contact. My equipment can hear the other two escape pods' distress signals. However, if it isn't any comfort, both pods must be structurally intact. I'll continue calling for them. My gratitude, if we can. Thatch, the moon is approaching again. Everyone brace yourselves swiftly. The volcanic moon has returned. Be cautious of falling ash and debris. I believe the moon has passed. The planet doesn't appear eager to have guests. We are certainly unaware on its, or unwelcome on its surface. We need to find shelter, and quickly. The volcanic moon won't be gone for long. I observed several promising sites below the surface, but we'll need to construct a way for everyone to climb safely down this cliff. Perhaps we could build platforms. Building platforms. So if we hear that sound, it's a distress beacon. Escape Pod 2, which I found there. This is Escape Pod 1. There's one over there. Somewhere. Okay. There we go. Okay. Flight log. Escape Pod 1 vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated. Awaiting departure from the vessel. Escape Pod 3 launching. Launching Escape Pod 3, launching Escape Pod 2, now launching Escape Pod 1. Collision imminent, preparing for impact. Scanning external environment, scan complete. Minor structural instability detected. Pockets of breathable air detected. Adequate solar energy detected. Verdict, hospitable. Okay. Emergency escape hatch. Kick. That was terrifying. These are the platforms they built to go down. I will have to come back earlier time to use them properly. I think the black hole is sucking them in. And I can't use it unless they're all there. Yes, fuel level's low. This isn't really north or south, it's along the equator. It's a volcanic moon. Oh, yep, that is. Eesh. Oh, sun's about to go. Oh. The ground I'm on is shifted. That's nice. Okay. Yeah, the ground I was on shifted down a bit. Okay, so this is where we built everything. I'll have to get down there. Or just... Oh. I mean, that could work. Okay. Yeah, okay. So they have the platforms down here. I'm sure there's more, but part of the rock fell away. And then you have this little tunnel. Crawl through, get over here, and then we hit the city. That will be my next cycle for that. Black holes are incredibly powerful. Oop. Uh-oh. Port thrusters are damaged. We are spinning wildly. Oh, okay. No. Yeah, we're falling in. There we go. Okay, 1 second. I wanted to look this up last time, but didn't get a chance to. The code, the launch codes anyway, they are MDN. That is the launch code in Morse code, is MDN. What that means, I'm not sure. There's Ash Twin. There it is. Oh. Did I hit it hard enough that it broke? That would be hilarious if I did. Okay, I have been here, I'm pretty sure. Okay, ship's repaired. That was close. Not MDM. Mike Delta Nancy. If that helps you. Use caution, a black hole sleeps below. You must not slip. Okay. There we go. Okay. Of note, be sure not to wander far from here. Though this area is somewhat unstable, it's safer than anywhere we found so far. Could not speak for a second there. The temporary settlement is finished, but remember to be cautious of falling rocks and dust created by meteor impacts. Okay, let's go over here first. Oh, there. Walk along the ceiling. What's this say? Given concerns about our settlement stability, where should we construct a new, less temporary shelter? We need to stay close to the escape pod so Felix can monitor incoming messages. We can't be rescued if we're not present to respond. I don't believe anyone is coming to save us, Thatch. Now we must save ourselves. I agree, we're here because the Eye's signal called to us and we followed. If we're not to find it, we need to not merely survive, but thrive. This is a wise point, Bloom, and eloquently made. If moving to the northern glacier will keep us safer, then that is what we should do. I believe we should migrate to the northern glacier. What if we use gravity crystals to craft a stable path? Building beneath the crust again would shelter us from volcanic moon's eruptions. So that's what this is. This is a path. Yeah, let's do the path first. I don't know how long this path will be here for. That was rude. Was this the observatory? Okay. explanation of festivals. All the Nomai clans from all over the universe meet in one place to share what they've learned in science and art. It's called the festival. At some festivals, one clan's big discovery can mean all the Nomai get to advance. Two, like Anona Warp Core, which made it so everyone can warp long distances and explore more. Each clan has a festival on envoy to show their most interesting work. Our envoy was Thatch. A single festival could last a long, long time. We can't go because we're stuck here. But Felix says we used to go too. Don't forget, festivals happen every 10 years. What's with the different writing pattern? Hold on a second. These are all scribbled and seem unrefined, and then you have this one, which comes from Felix himself. These are children's writings. This one is an adult who has actual form and structure to his writing. That's interesting. Here's another one. Formation of this universe. No one knows how this universe was made, but one thing we do know is that it used to be very hot and very dense, tightly packed together. As this early universe expanded, it also cooled down. Once it had cooled down enough, particles were able to group together to form things like galaxies, stars, and planets. Since then, space has continued to expand at faster and faster rate, which is hard to think about for too long without your brain hurting. This universe will keep getting colder and larger until one day the stars and the life they support will all die. That's scary to think about, even though the colony tells me... Oh no. Even though how do I pronounce that? Hanoi tells me it won't happen in our lifetime, but it will happen in someone else's someday. Okay. Yes, I think that's a child's writing. These are two children's writings. Ghost particles. Check down here for anything. There's more ghost stuff there. So, for anyone that doesn't know what I'm talking about when I say ghost particles or whatever it is, it's talking about ghost matter. So, that's in this game. That green stuff in that picture is only visible to cameras. Every picture I take, you can see it's moving. All it is some sort of matter that kills people instantly. Okay, what's this? School district, Meltwater district, Eye Shrine District, Black Hole Forge District. Okay. So school district here. Oh, okay, so that's a map telling me where everything is and where to go to. So, this is a different district. That was the school district, so it was children I was thinking that we were reading notes from. System. Ship log updated. Oh. Hello there. Black hole forge controls. Oh, the black hole forge is all the way from top down. Okay, good thing I came down here. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, oxygen. National project requires powerful, highly advanced warp core. How should we obtain it? Let's see if there's more notes in here. There's one. Liquid craft. Okay, oh, solution 2. Let's find solution 1. Anything else up in here? Hook. I feel strange trying to recreate Anona's warp core without him at this. At times, it still feels strange to no longer be his very young apprentice and for the Black Hole Forge to be in my care and not his. Hypothesis, this will always feel strange, even though my time with him was short. I miss my old mentor and deeply. To have the chance to try is thrilling, but I don't want to disappoint everyone. I think I can do this, probably. But what if excitement has clouded my amusement of my own abilities, or assessment of my own abilities? Reading. Was I wrong in volunteering to build it? I was born in the star system and never saw Anona's warp core with my own 3 eyes. I only know what he taught me. What if I've bitten off a larger portion than I can consume? Still, all I can give is my best, and as Anona would say, should my best prove insufficient, then we will find another way to achieve what's needed. I have Clary and Root in the Forge, and I have my clan. I am not alone. This continues up, if I want to go up. But we want to read these. Solution 1, we could retrieve the warp core from the vessel. This would require a routine return to Black Bramble Plume, my father's, said many good Nomai perished there. The mentor, Willis, and his old mentor once discovered and studied an anglerfish fossil in Ember Twin. Using that knowledge, we could avoid the anglerfish entirely. I remember that anglerfish fossil. We used to play in Fossil Fish Cave when we were children. What Miller and I learned from the fossil would theoretically help us evade the anglerfish, but our hypothesis was never treated on a live specimen. The vessel's warp core is broken at best. Recall those present when the vessel crashed said it sustained lethal injuries. There is no guarantee reward for this risk. Perhaps we could still repair it. My grandmother told me there was a little time to assess the nature or extent of the damage. And if it no longer functions, the old core could be a valuable blueprint provided we're able to transport it back here. Okay. Solution 2, we could craft a new advanced warp core inspired by the vessel's warp core. Abandoning the vessel's warp core and its casing means losing valuable knowledge. This is true, however, its knowledge we have little hope of recovering. It would be best to relearn, I think. I would very much like to craft such a powerful core. More relevant, I believe the black hole forge core. I would recreate the basic design. The greatest challenge here, I think, is we don't have the design for such a powerful core, or any of the original crafters of this core. No, but Pope was apparently apprenticed to Anna, who created the original design, and her black hole forge is adept at crafting simple cores. I believe I can be of use here. The vessel's warp core was created before my time, but Anona explained many of his designs to me. This is the safest path for our clan. Is the safest path the best one? Our goal is worth the risk. Is it though? We've tried for so long to find something that I and others have now believe might be impossible to find. If the search for the eye is a fruitful one, we should choose the option with the least potential for harm. Okay. Either go up in there or continue up the normal path. Let's go up there for now. Oh, hey, SB. Thanks for the lurk. I appreciate it. Have fun in Sea of Thieves. Let's see. In that hole. Back up I go. Surface integrity 99%. Oh, is this the surface? It is. Okay, I found a surface entrance. Broken peak building thing here. That's the warp station. Okay. That is useful information. Back check and get back to whatever this is. Back at the last place, so I will have to go back eventually. But I have that up there now. That's the black hole. So we're going next station, so Meltwater District. Ice Shrine District is next. Blocked off here. Blocked up there too. Looks like it is. Okay. Broken. Eye of the universe. The eye is older than this. Oh wait, I should start here. The eye is the source of the signal that brought us here. Suppose the eye is more advanced being. The eye is older than this universe, so imagine how much it could teach us. Perhaps it is a cosmic library. How can the eye be older than the universe itself? Suppose it is a relic from a previous universe. The early universe was unimaginably hot and dense. If anything existed before, it would have been destroyed. Suppose the universe is older than previously assumed. What is the eye's signal? Should start here. Suppose the eye wishes to communicate. The signal is the eye's voice. It speaks a language we do not yet know. Or maybe the signal is the eye's attempt at expressing itself. The signal is a call where we the intended audience. Of note, from the signal, we were able to determine the eye's approximate age, or perhaps its lack of age. Okay. So I'm starting to understand how they do most of their writing. Welcomed in this place. The shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us to this star system, the signal from the eye. We observed the eye's signal in our travels and followed it here to find its source. What we know is this: the source of the signal, which we have chosen to call the eye of the universe, is older than this universe itself. The result we have yet to learn. Either enter and open your mind to its possibilities. Okay. As I did as a child on Ember Twin, that the eye of the universe, the source of the signal, wishes to harm us, but it may not want to be found either. The terrible circumstances of our arrival here were almost certainly exactly that, circumstances. I suspected. Oh, I suspect imagining we are special to the eye is some way is wishful thinking. The eye might have called out to any sentient species, or it might not have been calling out at all, and that my ancestors heard the eye's signal holds no great deep meaning. This would be so bad, I think. Or this wouldn't be so bad, I think. In fact, the eye may not have wishes at all. We have no evidence supporting this. Well, that escape pod again. That way last time, so I'm going to go explore this place first. First building. This knowledge is too dear to lose. Here is everything we can recall about the signal we encountered while aboard the vessel. The signal was older than the universe itself. This is the most significant detail. No Nomai clan has ever encountered anything like it. How can anything in this universe be older than the universe itself? Imagine what rare and profound knowledge it might offer. We must find the eye of the universe. The signal looked like an eye, round with a circle at the center, much like a pupil. Suppose the signal was looking for something. That's their interpretation of the eye, what it looks like. Okay. We can go anywhere from here. Go left. This here. Pathway that continues down. Okay, so that's the path that continues down. I could have just dropped here. Okay, we can hear the other escape pods' distress signals, which gives me hope. Foley, are you still here? I am unsure how to survive in this place without you. I am unsure how to be without you. Oh, that's sad. Explosions. Oh, here we go. This looks significant. The universe, their ship. Dark Bramble grabbed their ship, trapped them inside it, and they launched 3 escape pods. One landing on the twins, Ember and what is it, Dust or whatever. This one is on the hollow one that I'm on right now, and the other one's still trapped in the bramble. Okay. I can't understand, why did the vessel crash in this place? We warped to follow the curious signal from the eye of the universe. Where we arrived was wrong. It wasn't where we tried to go. Suppose it wasn't a problem with the vessel, but with our destination. I'm afraid our friends in Escape Pod 3. No. Nona and I checked before the warp, and the warp core and navigation system were both well. Okay. I came from here, going down. We continue left, going up. Absence is sharp and haunting, and I would give anything not to know it. Anything but never knowing you at all, which would be worse. I can only hope that you are safe, Keek, wherever you are. So multiple people who came in on that escape pod had partners or something of that like that they are now missing. Brother wasn't in Escape Pod 1 with us. Was he in Escape Pod 2 or Pod 3? Was he able to board an Escape Pod at all? We sacrificed too much arriving here. I will not allow our clan's greatest loss to be in vain. Okay, so this whole area is just kind of the survivor camp that they made. This is the hardest part of this strategy, not knowing who we may have lost. Or will the hardest part come later when we learn? Be well, Aunt Mallory. Oh, and this platform is gone. Crap. Oh, here we go. Good thing I found this last time. teleport. Here we go. Back up to the surface. The record you sent Poke, and they appear to show Nomai are arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow, slightly before departure from White Hole Station. As I've already told you, these measurements can't be accurate. How can a Nomai arrive on Brittle Hollow before he or she ever stepped into the teleporter? The implications are absurd. Poke, as Phi is confident the reading is inaccurate. She's kindly helping me attempt to recreate this phenomena at the High Energy Lab. We're designing an experiment to take more data. An update, Poke, the High Energy Lab is in the canyon on Ember Twin's equator. Come here at once, you need to see this. Don't disagree. It would mean I've inadvertently broken several fundamental theories regarding this universe. We would have to reconsider all our beliefs about the nature of time. Yes, I hope so too. I understand it's exceedingly odd, but Clary and I have tested and retested the equipment, and the result is the same every time. Someone warps the internal or the interval is incredibly minuscule, roughly 100,000ths of a second. Do you suppose our instruments can accurately measure time to such a small degree? Okay, so I have to go to the Ash Twin Project. Go to this station specifically. Hey DCW, thank you for that. Yeah, I tried district. I need to get to the black hole first, which is right there. How do I get there? No. So this mosaic pattern here is a gravity floor. So you walk on it, it allows you to walk up and down the walls. I'm trying to go all the way up, but the path is blocked because, of course it is. Time left. Yeah, I was gonna the last couple seconds here because I'm pretty sure we're about there. Here watching a horror analog when it's nighttime. Okay. Back again, here we go. I think this time. This door will need to remain closed for some time. Vi and I are running an experiment based on the extraordinary findings from the white hole structure. We're Grammy and I will be running this experiment until one of us, specifically me, can prove the other wrong. So although it's inconvenient, the lab currently can only be accessed by the path from the Sunless City. Okay, inventing sand. Oh. Inviting sand inside would disrupt our setup and could have enormous consequences. We realize this is an intriguing prospect, but the door must remain closed nonetheless. An update, the High Energy Lab is now being used to design the Ash Twin project. If you're here to help, or even just to observe, be sure to use the Sunless City path to the lab. Sunless City, 300 meters. Hey, Doodle Snacks, welcome in, friend. Woo. That was close. Okay. Oh. That's nice. Made it. Okay. What's our performance Let's see. What do you mean by that, ACW? Actually, before I touch stuff, what is up here? There, I've opened the door. Okay, so we got ship log updated. I don't know what that is. That's the Ash Twin. I think that's Bramble. Oh, not the Bramble. Whatever the hollow is. Something else. Okay. Southern Observatory is asking if creating a 22-minute interval is possible. That is, to have something arrive 22 minutes before it is actually sent to the warp. Learn the negative intervals of time between departure and arrival can be increased by adding more energy to the warp force. Problematically, the energy required to extend the interval increases at an exponential rate. Hypothesis: creating a 22-minute long interval is possible, but we are currently unable to generate the necessary energy. The energy is currently unavailable, you say. You're a gasify. My pun was unintended, Rami. So I believe it's you who's aeroformed. Remy and I believe it would be necessary to invent a new method of producing energy, a thrilling but numerous undertaking. We would also require advanced warp technology able to handle such energy. We would also likely need an enormous space to fit these proposed new energy and warp technologies together. The only location large enough would be the Ash Twin. The Ash Twin project will be one of our biggest undertakings, metaphorically and physically, to build it. We need a way to travel quickly between Ash Twin and each location that holds crucial project materials. What if we used warp towers like the one we have on the White Hole Station to connect Ash Twin directly to each critical location? Of note, each tower of Ash Twin will warp to a different planet. we my gratitude to those who noted my precious language. Yes, the sun is not a planet. I believe this has been significantly clarified. Kindly stop reminding me. Poke root, and I can begin work on immediately in the Black Hole Forge. This will keep us busy. We can design each tower to visually reflect its warped destination. The giant's deep tower, for instance, could resemble a cyclone, and we could model the Timberhearth Tower after a geyser mountain. Okay. So Ash Twin. Are you the interloper? Records show Nomai arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow very slightly before departing from the Whitehole station. Remy and I are devising an experiment to test if this is real phenomenon or simple mechanic error. Actually, start with this one. Initial things first, our experiment setup will first pair a small black hole core with a small white hole core to mimic the setup on Whitehole station. Hypothesis: if it is possible for our object to exit a white hole before entering the corresponding black hole. In theory, what we want to try to reproduce is a negative amount of time elapsing between something entering the black hole and exiting the white hole at its destination. Update: our experiment here reproduced the anomaly in arrival and departure times, but Phi is unconvinced. It's more than an equipment error. I hope to strengthen the effect to render it visible to the unaided eye. To that end, we've decided to try adding more energy. I imagine the sunless city's energy supply would prove sufficient. All available energy has been rerouted from the city to our equipment. Remy and I are about to run a new test. Hypothesis confirmed, hypothesis confirmed. I saw it, I saw it, hypothesis confirmed. This is beyond extraordinary. That changes everything. What a beautiful day for intersections of abstract theory and protocol applications. Of note, Remy, Yaro's request that we let him know before we reroute energy to the experiment. I'd hate to leave him in the dark. Okay. Let's see. Still to make it on Mel. Yeah, it's okay. She'll be playing again, so we'll be able to do that next time. More power. One of these here. And one of these. Actually, 1/3 of that one. So I throw that, you see this come out before that one enters. Which, theoretically, is correct. What we should also be seeing is near the end. Okay, yeah, no, that does make sense actually. So this is still using actual science, because you can see how the light is bending the words on my little UI as it gets sucked in. Yeah. get close to the event horizon, in theory, it's supposed to start pulling you apart, because what's closer to the black hole is traveling, like being pulled. It has heavier gravity, and as you get closer and closer and closer, it starts to almost like rip you apart, because the part that's further away is still not reacting as fast. So in theory, it makes sense that something pops out here first, because to us it looks like it's getting slowed down. It almost freezes. This is me not knowing that much and trying to remember this off the top of my head. Okay, so that's worked. Came up here. Warp stations. There you are. shirt. The stars, they're all dying. There've been too many supernovas for it to be anything else. We're next, do you understand? Our sun. By Hearth's name, we're next. What do you mean we're next? It's the stars you see, all the other stars are dying out. Oh, why do we have to be born at the end of the universe? And our sun it. The star charts. Why did I want to update them so badly? I didn't have to know, but no, oh no, I had to update the star charts. Had to go looking for anything I shouldn't have. And now our sun is about to, oh, I don't feel well. I'd like to be alone, please. Why are the stars dying? I don't know. They're old. Far older than we realized, and now all of them are dying. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's all. Nothing matters anymore. All my research, my life's work wasted. Wasted, you understand. Okay, well. Seems nice. Well, I guess all I can really do right now is roast the marshmallow. Okay, dude. Why isn't that great? Do you know what? I found a few things myself. Most of them have to do with the sun exploding. Oh, who cares? What does it matter? Nothing matters anymore. The sun is about to go supernova, and me and all my research and my life's work wasted. Wasted, okay. He's no help. He's just, doom and gloom. Just gonna roast the marshmallow as the sun explodes. Shooting off. Feels like it's shooting off in a different direction each time. sometimes and only sometimes has a moon. This is also of note. It disappears if someone is watching it. Isn't that fascinating? Orbital characteristic. Okay, this is my first time encountering a natural satellite with the ability to vanish when not being watched. We should study it, or, even better, we should travel there. I agree, our first step would be determining a method to track the phantom moon so that we can always know where it is. Given its reluctance to move while consciously observed, it might be far a form of microscopic quantum mechanics. Found your note? Or kindly count me among this moon admirers. What is happening when it disappears? I doubt it ceases to exist. Does it move to another location? I believe so. Not only does the moon appear around Brittle Hollow, I can confirm it sometimes orbits Timble Hearth as well. I have seen this moon myself. So that's the phantom moon. It's each of the other planets. That is our phantom moon. Research notes, property of church. Clearly, the Nomai were making astronomical observations here. They chose an excellent spot. What is this big rotating device for? Was it Nomai were observing? I'd posit there's something special about the orange symbol on that device. Hal and the new astronaut translator tool would be nice to have handy about that. Nothing. Quantum moon locator is functional. We have marks for each of the planets the moon goes. And Nona Per and I just observed the quantum moon in orbit around Dark Bramble. You have keen eyes, my friend, so this moon travels to a total of 5 locations, not 4. I added a marker for Dark Bramble. I thought the locator now counted for all the Phantom Moon's locations, but sometimes the locator can't tell where the moon is. Perhaps there's a problem with the device. It's also possible there exists a 6th place in this star system to which the Phantom Moon travels. done this. Stepping Stone District. Highshore District. Anglerfish Overlook District. Fossil fish cave to play a game. If you're too big to climb through the anglerfish overlook hole, you'll have to go to the long way, but it isn't far. Go to Stepping Stone Cave and then go into the fossil fish cave. Tried to get to the fossil fish through Stepping Stone Cave, but couldn't find the entrance. Where is it? I can't fit through the anglerfish overlook hole anymore because he grew bigger. He's taller than Layville now. Who cares? X is still the tallest. Remember to feed the fossil fish first. If you go to the anglerfish overlook and throw a light into his mouth, he'll show you the way. Wherever was it when we ended it last time is the anglerfish. Rule change, the anglerfish now has to wear a blindfold and do not peek. The rest of us, the little fish, line up against one wall. When the anglerfish says go, the little fish sneak across the other side. If the anglerfish catches you, you're eaten. Last little fish to be caught is the new anglerfish. The old anglerfish gives the new anglerfish the blindfold and becomes a little fish. Why are we changing it? It's too hard if you can't see anything. And Pi says real anglerfish are blind, so you have to wear a blindfold. The rule stands. Rule update. It's okay if younger kids don't wear the blindfold when they're in. The rest of us will still wear it for scientific accuracy and to make the game more even. I think these are dead children. just like any good horror game. Oh, what is up there? Anglerfish study. The long growth protruding from its head is bioluminescent. Perhaps it uses this growth to attract prey. The lure. An update. The lure. While I was here making sketches of the anglerfish, I observed the children I saw earlier playing here again. They've added a rule to their game that incorporates our research. It's wonderful. I'm entirely delighted. It's never too early to appreciate biology. This anglerfish digestive tract suggests death by starvation. Visually, the specimen appears to be of the same species as the anglerfish in the dark bramble. We don't believe it's originated from this planet. Okay. Shuttle is currently resting at the comet. Oh, this is call the shuttle palm. Activate the gravity cannon. Our situation may be dire. Vi, Poke, and I learned here on this comet, not long after its arrival in this star system, our shuttle's equipment heard strange energy readings coming from somewhere beneath the surface. Vi and Poke were able to locate a fissure in the ice on the comet's sunward side, and they descended inside to investigate the source of the reading. But Vi and my sister have been gone for a long time now. They haven't contacted me since descending below the surface either. Should I leave the shuttle to look for them? I want to follow protocol, but I don't know what I'll do if they aren't well. Poke, Vi, come back to me safely, my friends. Okay. From the station, it launched that way. Okay. Yeah, I think this is going to be the last cycle. Let's get in there and see what happens. We want that comet now. May interest you in doing a little gooder. I appreciate it. Get good, nerd. Very nice name, by the way. Had bad timing when I jumped into that. Speaking of getting good, the autopilot failed. Okay, everything seems to be fixed now. They said they saw something on the sunny side of this. Told me to do one thing. Listen, that's the autopilot's fault. Somehow I'm supposed to be able to go in there. I probably just have to wait here until it melts by the sun. Let's see. Don't go in that hole. Let's see here. I'm receiving much stronger energy readings now that we've beneath the crust. Whatever it is must lie somewhere below, closer to the comet's center. And I'm starting to think it's more dangerous than we realize. Clary, can you hear us? Yes, but your voices are faint. I fear we will lose communication entirely if you continue any deeper. Keep the shuttle warm for us, Clary. We'll return the moment we identify the source of the energy reading. I understand, but be cautious, both of you. Okay. Okay, that one's deadly. Also deadly. That one's safe. That one's not. Okay. There we go. Okay, here we go. Body. There's another dead body in there. Okay, so they didn't live. spherical stone casing here seems to be the source of the energy reading. No, rather the source is what's within the stone. I'm detecting some form of exotic matter. The stone is looting our energy readings. They should be 10 times what we're seeing at least. But I don't think we want this matter interacting with us. As far as I can tell, direct contact with it would almost certainly be fatal. I've never encountered anything like this casing, but it's all that's protecting us from what's inside. Worse still, this matter is disturbingly volatile. Whatever the matter inside this stone casing is, it's more than just profoundly unstable. It's under tons of pressure. Look at this density. Again, I've never seen anything this tightly compacted before. What is this? Blah 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 blah. Okay, this is orders of magnitude worse than I'd imagined. If this stone were to rupture, the lethal matter within would rapidly expand, completely blanketing the star system almost intentionally, and the pressure is still building in the comet. Is building as the comet approaches the star system. Return to the shuttle right now. The rest of our friends need to know they're in terrible danger. Leave your equipment and run. What are you doing, Fi? The more we know about this alien matter, the better our chances of survival. I will learn what I can here. Go warn the others. Maybe they can construct shelters somehow. Now, Poke. Well, they didn't make it. Hey, buddy. Okay, well. Deadly hole. No, it's not. To escape that way? Oh, 60 seconds of oxygen. Okay. Okay. Well, I think that is a good place to leave off for tonight. Let's see, that's almost about 3 hours of streaming done today, which is pretty good for me. I think I got a lot more done on this run as well. So if you were enjoying this and want to see more, I'll be back again next Sunday, playing some more around the same time frame. So currently it is almost 1 o'clock my time. Actually, it's almost 12:45. And was that a... Thank you for the follow, Get Good Nerd. I appreciate it. I will be... Yeah, so I'll be playing again next Sunday. About, I want to say, 8, 9 o'clock. And yeah, otherwise I'll also be playing other games throughout the week. So let me see if I got anyone to raid you out to. Unfortunately, Outer Wilds does not continue playing in the background when I do that. So go ahead and get the end stream up. Let me go ahead and take a look at someone to raid you all out to. You have good night as well, Nerd. I'm just going to call you Nerd. Or do you want me to call you Good? Let's see here. You know what? I'm going to send you all over to a friend of the channel. They're currently playing Sea of Thieves. So we'll be sending you over to She's a Lady 5799. Go show her some love. She's currently working on becoming a SOP partner and also has some stuff going on to try and get her a new PC. So, but yeah, you guys all have a good night, and I will see you next time.